Taurus, you are in the spotlight for September of 2024, along with a few other signs, but unfortunately for you, being in the spotlight may also cause you an identity crisis. So watch on if you're interested in your Taurus horoscope for September of 2024. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Isabelle, your spiritual rebel friend, and today I want to share Taurus's horoscope for September of 2024. September is probably one of the most chaotic months that we have for 2024, simply because we have two massive planets going retrograde. We finished off August with a really intense T-square and opposition simultaneously, so we're already feeling kind of this chaotic, stressful, questioning energy that has us going in 1,000 different directions. But then we shift this focus to a bit more of what I would call crisis energy in the extreme. And those who are going to feel it the most are Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, and of course, Taurus. So if you have your sun in Taurus, moon in Taurus, if you want rising in Taurus, or any sort of Taurus placement that is strong in your chart, I encourage you to watch this horoscope. For me, I personally choose to look at horoscopes for my sun, rising, and north and south node. So if you have one of those placements, watch on. So Taurus, this month is going to have mainly, in my interpretation, the first half of the month, you can expect, well, for the whole month and going on, you're really shifting your sense of self. You felt that over the past year or more, you've had key moments that have made you realize who you want to be. And in order to step into this, so to say, up-leveled version of yourself, you've had to change your way of thinking. I'm trying to be very impeccable with my word here because it is really important. You've had a few transits. Uranus has been in your sign, and that is the reason I say this. With Uranus being in Taurus, anytime we've had a hard aspect with Uranus or any events with Uranus involved in your sign, this has led you to questioning yourself. And overall, I'd say this is a good questioning of yourself because Uranus is oftentimes just said to be bringing shakeups and chaos or something unexpected, financial downfall or benefit. But Uranus is said to be the higher octave of Mercury. And in my interpretation for my astrology views, this means that really Uranus is, so to say, rewiring our brain. So you've been basically, anytime we've had a transit with Uranus, you're changing the way you think. And by changing the way you think, you change the way you think about yourself. And as a related side note, I would say that so far, I'm guessing, I'm not looking super far back in the timeline, but from what I remember so far happening this year and from maybe even a little bit of last year, I don't think we've had very chaotic energy for you. So far, life has been just a casual self-development. You may have had a few moments of massive change in maybe your routines, so to say, your health habits, or maybe in your self-development work. You've been really going into your unconscious mind ever since the North Node entered Aries and we've had our Aries eclipse. You're really working through your unconscious patterns. This summer has been gentler energy. You've probably been able to just do diligent self-care work, working on yourself, nothing too extreme. And you may have had some really up levels in your ideologies, in your beliefs, and in what it means to step into the unknown. You may have wanted to travel more with our two full moon in Capricorns that we had. But now you're being asked to do some, I wouldn't say massive work, but you are definitely being asked to look at yourself in September. This is a month where you're going to be looking at your own reflection. So to change this format of this video a little bit and go more into a timeline, on September 1st, Uranus goes retrograde in your sign. And so what this means is that you're reassessing the thought patterns that have shifted how you see yourself. So you're really looking at your mentality. With the North Node being in Aries, your 12th house for the last years plus time. I believe the North Node went into Aries around June or July of last year, 2023. With that being in your 12th house, you have been focusing on changing the way you think. And naturally, when we change the way we think, when we look at our unconscious programming, when we look at our repressed fears, repressed traumas, our unconscious mind, we start to see what has created our personality. And this is a realization that is settling in for you in September. You can expect in this September to feel really challenged to look at what you've been doing on a deeper level with your unconscious mind, meditation practice, spiritual practice, and self-development, and how that changes your sense of self. Uranus, simply put, going retrograde in your sign, puts you in focus. And in my interpretation, this makes September generally, its transits, more challenging for you, because not only is all this going on in your 9th house and your 5th house, changing your relationships, your dating life, your sense of stepping into the unknown, your ideologies, your religious beliefs, but you also have an identity crisis going on at the same time. On the same day as Uranus goes retrograde in your sign, September 1st, we also have Pluto going retrograde in Capricorn, which is your 9th house. Hence why I say changing your religious beliefs, ideologies. Out of curiosity, let me know in the comments below, during this summer, have you been shifting your religious beliefs or getting the travel bug? It could be one or the other. The 9th house is always really two sides of the same coin. Either way, it's about exploration. The question is whether that's going to be about mental or physical. So over the summer, with our last full moons in Capricorn, 2 full moons in Capricorn, have you changed your religious belief? Have you changed your ideologies? Have you built your personal philosophy? Have you been experimenting with religious beliefs more, or have you been wanting to travel? Have you been traveling? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious about this one. So you start off September, Taurus, with 2 major planets going retrograde, which is going to shift and be asking you to reflect on your sense of self, and your sense of self that is built upon your religious beliefs, your ideologies, your personal philosophy. This is really an identity crisis for you, unfortunately. But the thing is about retrogrades, this is a reflection that is needed. And this is the last time Pluto will be going retrograde. So every time Pluto has gone retrograde into Capricorn over the last year or more, you've been called to reflect on your sense of self that is built upon your ideologies and your beliefs. So you've probably had this theme going on for a while, and the fact that it's coming back is kind of one big eye roll, saying, I thought I was done with this. I thought I could leave this in the past, but you actually can't. And also, this could be, on the other hand, a theme with you feeling like you need to leave your hometown. This could be you feeling like, I need to get out there. I need to see the world, and I can't get this bug to leave, to go away. And this will be the final chance for you to decide what you're going to do with that. Are you going to travel more? Are you going to leave the place you've always known? Are you going to step into somewhere new? These are huge questions for you to be asking yourself. On top of it, though, on the 4th, we'll have Mars entering Cancer in that opposite sign. So you'll have Pluto retrograde, asking you to assess your wounds and traumas around leaving home, around travel. Maybe you realize you have familial beliefs around travel and how travel's bad and stepping into the unknown is bad. But also, with Mars entering Cancer, its opposite sign, you may be experiencing more emotional connections at home, which is making you not want to leave home, which is fine. That's good. You can expect while you're going through this crisis, so to say, of identity, you're also going to be developing your connections at home. You're going to be finding a more sense of emotional nurturance from your immediate environment, from your siblings, your friends, your daily connections, your coworkers. On top of it, what you can expect, Taurus, from September is on the 2nd, we have a new moon in Virgo, which is going to be your 5th house. And I'll explain more in a second what that means, but we start off the month not only with Pluto going retrograde and Uranus going retrograde, causing you this, I'm going to simply summarize now as identity crisis, travel bug, maybe, shifting your travel beliefs. But you also have the new moon here. So we're making new initiations. Taurus, you're making new initiations. You're initiating something new during this time with your romantic relationships. You may be dating someone new. You may be trying a new hobby, trying out a new passion, and this could help ease the discomfort, so to say, of the inner work you're doing with questioning yourself and questioning your beliefs about how you should be in the world and how you perceive the world. You're doing really important inner work during this time. You're really going through a massive change that's going to change how you see yourself and how you see the world and how you interact with said world. But that doesn't mean it has to be all encompassing. And that's what the new moon in Virgo is going to do for you. You can expect to find more passion, play, joy in your daily life, in the place you live. That helps you remember that life's supposed to be fun. And this is a really good thing. You'll feel this energy starting on August 30th. So kicking off the month with new intentions to ease you into this inner work that is going to shift who you are. Then on the 9th, Mercury re-enters Virgo. So this again brings that play theme back in. So look back to August 4th through 15th, roughly, and what was going on during that time? What were you reassessing, reflecting on? Was there something you were waiting on? Was there an email you were waiting to send or waiting to come in? There's something you were waiting on, something that didn't finish, something that you maybe started, didn't finish, something that you had to reassess or reflect on, or you're waiting on someone to reassess or reflect on. Now you can expect that to finally go through. And again, this has to do with dating or passion. So if you're single, this could be someone you were talking to finally coming through, saying, let's do something, let's date, I want to be committed to you, because this is Virgo energy we're talking about. Stable, humble, committed. Maybe someone who has strong Virgo energy. Something you've been waiting on there can finally go through. There also may be a potential for you to start an old hobby. Start a passion. The 5th house is not just your dating life, it's your play. It's anything that has to do with fun. So if you've been waiting to try something new, if you started a creative passion, you can now expect that to go through further, and this can bring you a joy for life. So Taurus, overall, this month, while it's asking you, you're going to be doing deep inner work. You're going to be assessing, why am I here? Who am I? What do I want to be? How do I want to be in the world? But you're also finding fun to ease this process. Seek play, seek passion, seek creativity. Then the reason this could be also such a huge month, really for us all, but how it's going to affect you, is we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, which for you is going to be really shifting your community. So not only are you questioning, do I want to stay where I am? You know, like the song, should I stay or should I go? And not only are you finding more passion in your life, but you can also expect to find a deeper sense of purpose, finding a deeper sense of meaning. And this can feel like a bit of an oddball to have because we haven't had a Pisces eclipse in a long time. And so it can feel like you're finally having a realization, change of heart in what your sense of purpose is, or even your community. This could be really playing on the idea of, should I leave my hometown or not? Should I travel? Should I step into the unknown? Should I change my religious beliefs? Your community is shifting. You may be realizing that you no longer want to spend time in the community that you are in, or you could be finally finding the reward that you've wanted in your community, a deep soul connection, especially if you've been treating your energetic boundaries well, if you've been doing the things that are in alignment with your heart. So the eclipse is going to be huge for you. It's going to be huge for us all. It's at 25 degrees of Pisces. So if you are a Taurus sun watching this, look at your chart. What house is 25 degrees of Pisces for you? This will give you further indication into what to expect. Same goes for the rest of the horoscopes, or the rest of the transits, but for the Pisces lunar eclipse especially. And then on the 22nd, we start off Libra season, which puts the focus back on your daily routines. So up until the 22nd, for the majority of the month, you can expect to be having more of a focus on your inner work and your play. And this may mean that you're less focused on your routines and habits, but once the 22nd hits, you're going to be putting this into habit form, focusing on your daily work. Your focus may be called to your service, your finances, so to say, the things you do daily, your routines, or your health. Watch out for your health. Maybe something happened with your health during the last eclipse we had in Libra, the lunar eclipse back in March, or maybe you had something happening with your health back in October of last year. These themes could be coming back, but you could be having more strength with them, more vitality. You're avoiding pitfalls with your health. On the same day, Venus enters Scorpio, your 7th house, which means focus goes on marriages, partnerships, connections. How do you spend time with your friends? How do you deepen your connections with your lover? These are your focuses during this time. And then on the 26th, Mercury will join join the sun in Libra. So again, more focus on your routines, health habits. Overall, Taurus, this month is really going to be having you question, I believe, your place in the world, where you fit in. Not even where you fit in, because you don't even care about fitting in anymore, but where you want to go in the world. Where do you want to go in life? These are questions that are going to be coming up. Big identity crisis things, more than wrapped up in how you look, how you appear, how you speak, how people like you. You're wanting a deeper relationship with yourself. You're wanting a deeper relationship with your reality. And you're realizing that the more you perceive to yourself, the more you can perceive of the world, and vice versa. You're seeing how you fit into this world, how small in a way you can be, and how small you may be playing. You may be realizing that you're not giving yourself enough credit. You're not giving yourself enough opportunities. There's more out there and you want to experience it. So what are you going to do with that? I do recommend really writing out for these people how they want to fit into the world and what they're realizing about this during this time. Also, again, one thing I didn't emphasize enough, this is Pluto going retrograde in your 9th house. Pluto, the planet in my interpretation of trauma, generational trauma. What are your generational wounds that you may have inherited around religion and travel? What beliefs do you have about traveling? What beliefs do you have about religion? I kind of see this as a bias a bit, but I think it's still resonant for Taurus, and let me know if that's the case in the comments below, if this resonates for you. But I do have a friend who's a Taurus, and she has been questioning more and more whether she wants to travel or not. And I think she's really seeing how much her beliefs around travel are rooted in familial beliefs that were implemented with her. And I know the same thing. I come from a Mexican household. Extended family is Mexican. And when we started traveling, my family and I, there was a lot of questioning eyebrows raised about why we're doing it. Travel's dangerous. Travel's bad. Why do you need more from life? This should be enough. Sitting around having a barbecue with the family, it's wrong. And these are beliefs that we question. And Taurus, it sounds like you're going to be questioning them too. What are your beliefs about how you should interact with the world? What are your beliefs around purpose, meaning, and the beliefs and experiences that shape that? Let me know in the comments below, Taurus. What are your thoughts on this? How are you preparing for the month of September? Did this resonate for you? If you want to learn how to make horoscopes like this for yourself, check out my astrology course in the link in the description below, where I teach you everything you need to know to become an astrologer without having to memorize a bunch of stuff. Instead, learning how to implement it to actually improve your life, improve the life of others, and use it in practical ways. If that all sounds interesting to you, check it out in the link in the description below, and book a reading if you want to learn more about how this month is going to affect you based off of your unique birth chart. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more videos. From my heart to yours, namaste.